Article 480.12b of the National Electrical Code, or NEC, mandates that industrial trucks, such as forklifts, and their associated batteries must be disconnected from all electrical energy sources during any servicing or maintenance procedures. This requirement aims to ensure the safety of personnel working on or around the equipment by eliminating the risk of electrical shock or other hazards. There are generally two acceptable methods for achieving this disconnection. Firstly, a disconnect switch. This is a manually operated or mechanically held switch that is specifically designed to isolate the battery charger from the electrical supply. The switch should be rated appropriately for the voltage and current demands of the charger. Secondly, a plug receptacle can be installed. This is a receptacle specifically designed so that the charger can be plugged in and unplugged from the electrical supply, thereby disconnecting it. The disconnect switch or plug receptacle must be situated within sight of the battery charger. This ensures that personnel can easily verify that the charger is disconnected before beginning any work. It must also be readily accessible, allowing for quick and convenient disconnection in the event of an emergency or when performing routine maintenance. Moreover, the disconnect switch or plug receptacle must be clearly labeled to indicate its purpose. This labeling helps prevent confusion and ensures that individuals are aware of the function of the disconnect device. The disconnect switch has to be rated for the maximum current of the battery charger. This rating guarantees that the switch can safely handle the electrical load without overheating or failing. The plug receptacle must be a type that is designed for the specific plug on the battery charger. This ensures a secure and reliable electrical connection. The NEC provides specific guidelines and requirements for the installation and use of electrical equipment in various settings. Compliance with these codes is essential for ensuring the safety of people and property. In this instance, the requirement for a disconnect switch or plug receptacle for forklift battery chargers is a crucial safety measure that helps prevent electrical hazards during servicing or maintenance. Understanding and adhering to these requirements is essential for electrical professionals and anyone working with industrial equipment. Let's delve deeper into the specifics of each component. Starting with the disconnect switch. Its primary function is to provide a means of completely isolating the battery charger from its power source. This is typically achieved through a manually operated switch that breaks the electrical circuit, preventing any current flow to the charger. Alternatively, a mechanically held switch can be used, which utilizes a mechanical mechanism to maintain the open or closed position of the switch contacts. When selecting a disconnect switch, it is imperative to consider its amperage rating. The switch must be rated for the maximum current that the battery charger is capable of drawing. This rating ensures that the switch can safely handle the electrical load without overheating or experiencing premature failure. The location of the disconnect switch is also a critical factor. As previously mentioned, it must be within sight of the battery charger and readily accessible. This proximity allows personnel to easily verify the disconnection status and quickly access the switch in case of an emergency. Clear and concise labeling of the disconnect switch is another important aspect. The label should clearly indicate the purpose of the switch, such as forklift battery charger disconnect. This labeling helps prevent confusion and ensures that individuals are aware of the function of the switch. Now let's examine the plug receptacle option. A plug receptacle provides a convenient and readily accessible means of disconnecting the battery charger from its power source. The receptacle is designed to accept the plug of the battery charger, and when unplugged, it effectively breaks the electrical circuit. When choosing a plug receptacle, it is crucial to select one that is specifically designed for the type of plug used on the battery charger. This ensures a secure and reliable electrical connection. The receptacle should also be rated for the appropriate voltage and amperage of the charger. Similar to the disconnect switch, the location of the plug receptacle is a critical consideration. It must be situated within sight of the battery charger and readily accessible for servicing or maintenance. This proximity allows personnel to easily unplug the charger when needed and verify that it is disconnected before performing any work. Proper labeling of the plug receptacle is also essential. The label should clearly indicate the purpose of the receptacle, such as forklift battery charger plug. This labeling helps prevent confusion and ensures that individuals are aware of the function of the receptacle. In addition to the above requirements, it is important to consider any additional local or state regulations that may apply to the installation and use of forklift battery chargers. These regulations may include specific requirements for wiring methods, grounding, and overcurrent protection. Consulting with a qualified electrical inspector or engineer can help ensure compliance with all applicable codes and regulations. Furthermore, regular inspection and maintenance of the disconnect switch or plug receptacle is crucial for ensuring its continued proper functioning. This includes checking for signs of damage, corrosion, or loose connections. Any issues should be addressed promptly to prevent potential electrical hazards. In conclusion, the NEC requires that forklift battery chargers be equipped with a disconnect switch or plug receptacle that is located within sight of the charger and readily accessible. This requirement is designed to protect personnel from electrical hazards during servicing or maintenance. Adhering to these guidelines is essential for ensuring a safe working environment. This requirement is not merely a suggestion, it is a codified safety standard that carries the force of law. Failure to comply with this requirement can result in fines, penalties, and, more importantly, an increased risk of electrical accidents. Electrical safety is paramount in any industrial setting, and the proper installation and maintenance of disconnects for forklift battery chargers is a critical component of a comprehensive safety program. The selection of a disconnect switch or plug receptacle should be based on a thorough assessment of the specific requirements of the battery charger and the operating environment. Factors to consider include the voltage and current rating of the charger, the type of plug used, and the potential for exposure to moisture, dust, or other environmental contaminants. It is also important to consult with the manufacturer of the battery charger to ensure that the selected disconnect device is compatible with their equipment. The installation of the disconnect switch or plug receptacle should be performed by a qualified electrician who is familiar with the NEC and any applicable local codes. The installation should be done in accordance with the manufacturer's instructions and all applicable safety standards. Once the disconnect device is installed, it is important to conduct regular inspections to ensure that it is functioning properly. This includes checking for signs of damage, corrosion, or loose connections. Any issues should be addressed promptly to prevent potential electrical hazards. In addition to the physical disconnect device, it is also important to implement proper lockout/tagout procedures during servicing or maintenance of the battery charger. Lockout/tagout procedures involve energizing the equipment and placing a lock and tag on the disconnect device to prevent accidental energization. These procedures help to ensure that the equipment remains energized while work is being performed, reducing the risk of electrical shock or other injuries. Training is an essential component of any electrical safety program. Employees who work with or around forklift battery chargers should be properly trained on the hazards associated with the electrical equipment and the proper procedures for disconnecting and servicing the chargers. Training should include instruction on the use of disconnect switches and plug receptacles, as well as lockout/tagout procedures. The NEC provides a comprehensive set of guidelines for electrical safety in industrial settings. Compliance with the NEC is essential for protecting workers from electrical hazards and ensuring a safe working environment. The specific requirements for disconnects for forklift battery chargers are outlined in Article 480.12b of the NEC. This article specifies the types of disconnects that are permitted, the location requirements, and the labeling requirements. In addition to the NEC, there may be other applicable codes and standards that must be followed. These may include local building codes, state electrical codes, and standards issued by organizations such as the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, or OSHA. It is important to consult with a qualified electrical inspector or engineer to ensure compliance with all applicable codes and standards. Electrical safety is an ongoing process that requires continuous attention and effort. By implementing a comprehensive electrical safety program that includes proper disconnects for forklift battery chargers, lockout/tagout procedures, and employee training, companies can significantly reduce the risk of electrical accidents and create a safer working environment for their employees. The selection and installation of a suitable disconnect also depends on the specific characteristics of the electrical system in the industrial facility. Factors to consider include the voltage level, the available fault current, and the grounding configuration. The disconnect switch or receptacle should be selected to withstand the available fault current, which is the maximum current it could flow in the event of a short circuit. This helps prevent damage to the equipment and reduces the risk of electrical hazards. The grounding configuration of the electrical system also plays a role in the selection of the disconnect. In some systems, the neutral conductor is grounded, while in others it is not. The disconnect switch or receptacle should be compatible with the grounding configuration of the system to ensure proper operation and safety. In addition to the above considerations, it is important to select a disconnect switch or receptacle that is suitable for the environmental conditions in the industrial facility. If the facility is exposed to moisture, dust, or corrosive materials, a disconnect switch or receptacle that is designed to withstand these conditions should be selected. This helps prevent premature failure of the equipment and reduces the risk of electrical hazards. Regular maintenance of the disconnect switch or receptacle is also essential for ensuring its continued proper functioning. This includes inspecting the equipment for signs of damage, corrosion, or loose connections. Any issues should be addressed promptly to prevent potential electrical hazards. The frequency of maintenance should be based on the manufacturer's recommendations and the operating conditions in the industrial facility. It is also important to keep records of all maintenance activities, including the date, the type of maintenance performed, and the name of the person who performed the maintenance. These records can be helpful in identifying potential problems and tracking the performance of the equipment over time. In addition to the specific requirements for disconnects for forklift battery chargers, the NEC also includes general requirements for electrical safety in industrial facilities. These requirements cover a wide range of topics, including wiring methods, overcurrent protection, grounding, and equipment labeling. Compliance with these requirements is essential for protecting workers from electrical hazards and ensuring a safe working environment. The NEC is updated every 3 years, so it is important to stay current with the latest revisions. The NEC is available for purchase from the National Fire Protection Association or NFPA and other organizations. Training on the NEC is also available from various sources. By staying informed about the latest requirements and best practices, electrical professionals can help ensure that industrial facilities are safe and compliant with all applicable codes and standards. The use of qualified electrical contractors is highly recommended for the installation and maintenance of electrical equipment in industrial facilities. Qualified electrical contractors have the knowledge, skills, and experience necessary to perform these tasks safely and effectively. They are also familiar with the NEC and other applicable codes and standards. When selecting an electrical contractor, it is important to check their credentials and references. Make sure that they are licensed and insured, and that they have a good reputation. It is also a good idea to get multiple bids before selecting a contractor. By taking these steps, you can help ensure that the electrical work in your industrial facility is done properly and safely. Electrical safety is a shared responsibility. Employers, employees, and electrical contractors all have a role to play in creating a safe working environment. By working together, we can reduce the risk of electrical accidents and protect workers from harm. The information provided here is for general guidance only and should not be considered a substitute for professional advice. Always consult with a qualified electrical inspector or engineer before making any decisions about electrical equipment or systems. Furthermore, remember that the specific requirements for electrical safety may vary depending on the location and the type of industrial facility. It is important to consult with local authorities and regulatory agencies to ensure compliance with all applicable codes and standards. By following these guidelines and best practices, you can help create a safer and more productive working environment for everyone.